What's up YouTube, it's Murphy55 coming to you with another Madden 23 video, and today we're going to be doing a special video for the Vertex Pack-N-Play tournament. It's a million coin team building video here, so I'm going to show you guys all the packs that I rip. I'm going to give you a look at my offense and defense once we've assembled the team, all the abilities that I'm going to be using, and then hopefully we'll get to find out who our matchup is going to be in round one of the Vertex million coin Pack-N-Play tournament. Check it out. The rules of the Vertex Pack-N-Play are simple. You get a million coins to spend any way you want to. You're allowed to open up any pack. Quick selling cards and re-rolling the training is allowed. You're also allowed to build sets with the players that you pulled out of packs. If you want to put abilities on players, you have to use the training that you pulled from packs, and the Quadfather is allowed. We're going to start this team build off by ripping as many Pro Star Fantasy packs as possible. They go for 60,000 coins a piece here, so a little bit pricey, but you can definitely pull some high-end cards out of this. And we started things off with an absolute banger of a pack here. We ended up getting our wide receiver, Cooper Kupp. We're looking to get 3 good wideouts on this team because we're going to be a very heavy pass-first offense, provided we can get a quarterback in one of the later rounds here. We also picked up in the second round here, absolute fire. We got a 95 overall Deebo Samuel. So 2 receivers squared away already, and we're only in the first pack here. So off to a really good start so far with this team build. Next up, we got Howie Long coming through, Oakland Raiders legend here. He also has that ability that juices up all of his teammates if we have enough AP to get it. Ryan Fitzmagic, amazing card art, but I had to go with my wide receiver 3. We got Brandon Ayuk here, speedster from the 49ers. Excited to see how he balls out for us. Now, moving on to the next pack here, guys. We got a juiced up pack. We got 89 overall Kenneth Walker, potential starting running back for us if we don't pull anything better in the later rounds here. And then we get another end to play opposite of Howie Long here. We got Javon Curse, the freak. Those two guys are going to absolutely scream at the opposing quarterbacks. So again, in the next pack here, guys, Nick Bosa, solid option, but we already have both ends taken care of. And we get a Super Bowl card here. We get one of our safeties, Brian Cook, squared away. He's going to be my user most likely. Followed up by an absolute banger pull here. We got Delvin Cook, Skull Hype, one of my favorite players on the Vikings, and one of the favorite cards I've actually used on my Vikings theme team earlier this year. So ripping another Super Bowl card here, we get Harrison Butker. Now this is a 92. A 92 kicker is a bit of a luxury, so I'm going to quick sell this card and then put him towards a reroll situation, get players at a bigger position of need for me here. Another Super Bowl pull right here. We got Juan Thornhill, so that's another safety taken care of. That's 2 safeties so far. All we need is one more to round out our secondary here. And obviously not a lot of cornerbacks too, so we're going to have to target those later on as well if we can. So a lot of low elites in these packs here too, but occasionally you strike gold in the first round. The second round has some guaranteed high cards. The first round, if you pull something that's a 90 plus, it's an absolute banger, and that's just what we did here. Pulling 91 to Landon Roberts. He'll play outside linebacker for me on this team. So on to the next one, guys. We finally got our quarterback in the last Pro Star Fantasy pack. We got a Steve McNair. We used him earlier on in the year. He's got that generic 3 release. Not great abilities, but we'll take him. And then we quick sold everything else that we didn't need for the team. Got 80,000 training here that I'm going to put into some more packs. So we started off by ripping 89 plus AKAs here, trying to get some high-end cards. And the benefit of these packs is they're all at least 89 overall, so I can definitely use these cards as starters on my team. So we got a DeAndre Hopkins, 89 overall. We're going to quick sell him because we already have our 3 wideouts that we need. And then we also pulled a much-needed cornerback here in Denzel Ward, 89 overall. But the rest were all duplicates, so we started re-rolling those into the Super Bowl 86 plus packs. So we got some heat out of these, some good cards that we could plug in as starters. We got another 92 Harrison Butker to start off these rolls, so we quick sold him again, and that bought us a few more chances to add more players to the team here. The next roll that we pulled here, guys, 90 Daniel Sorensen, so I've got myself 3 safeties on the team, so one's going to be my user, 2 are going to play over top. Really happy about our secondary group so far. And then we picked up Danny Shelton here. He's going to be a nose tackle for us, put inside stuff on him, play him up the middle, block the run, you know, do all those good things here. And then we got Duron Harmon. Not a great card at 86 overall, but honestly, I'm desperate for cornerbacks at this point. My team is really thin at that position group. And we got a left tackle too, 86 overall for the Kansas City Chiefs, so we'll take it. So you just saw the pack openings, and now we're going to take a look at my offense here. The final players that ended up making my roster here. We got an 87 overall tackle here, solid at that position. No abilities that I could get that were worthwhile. Then we had picked up an 83 overall David Edwards card here. Decent left guard, serviceable. We got Ryan Jensen, 87 center, which I'm happy about. Daniel Brunskill from the 49ers here, 81 overall right guard, a little bit underpowered at that position. And then we picked up Marcus Cannon from those Super Bowl rerolls that we were doing with some of the training that we quick sold. We got Jeremy Shockey at tight end over here, 87 overall, decent but not great. Deebo Samuel, 97 overall, is absolutely insane. Definitely excited to see him featured in this offense. We had enough training to rip one of the playoff rerolls. We got a Michael Burton, fullback, 87 overall, so if we play in any heavy sets, he's going to come in for those, or maybe some goal line work. We got Steve McNair's 89 overall card here. Should be a solid quarterback for us. I used him earlier in the year. Really excited to see how he balls out for this squad. We also picked up Dalvin Cook here. He's going to feature heavily in this offense. We put backfield master on him, so he'll definitely be a threat in the passing attack. Then we got Cooper Kupp too. This is from one of the first packs that I pulled. 95 overall on this team with chemistries. Good abilities. He got short and elite for 1 AP or 0 AP, I believe. And then Brandon Ayuk is my other outside wide receiver, a speedy guy to have on the edge. So really solid looking offense so far. And I'm going to show you guys the abilities that we added as well here. So we have X factors on all three of my starting wide receivers. We got double me on Deebo, Cooper Kupp, and Brandon Ayuk. If you look over here, guys, I'll show you the abilities that we have on these players. So we got Deebo with Deep Out Elite for 3 AP, really expensive, but it's worthwhile since he's going to be playing on the outside, running a whole bunch of deep streaks for me. He also gets Short Out Elite for 0 AP, not an ability I typically use, but since it was 0, we had to add it. Then we got Dalvin Cook with backfield master, so he's going to have better hot routes and also improved catching out of the backfield, so he'll be catching those wheel routes with consistency for me, I hope, when I'm running my mesh post. Then we got Cooper Kupp again. He has short in elite for 0 AP, one of the best abilities to have on slot receivers in the game. Helps out with anything inside the hash marks. Jeremy Shockey, we're running deep out elite on him for 3 AP. I do like to throw deep to my tight ends in this offense that I'm running. And we got Steve McNair with protected here, 2 AP. Again, not a great ability stack here. He has no throwing abilities, but I do like protected to give a little boost to that offensive line when we're getting screamed at, especially if the guys have any edge rushing abilities on them. And then with Brandon Ayuk here, all we really had was mid and elite, so this will help on like slants, on some in routes, stuff like that. Not a great ability, but that's all we could get for him. You've seen the offense. Now let's take a look at this defensive unit that we've assembled here. We got Juan Thornhill playing over the top at free safety for us. Really solid addition to the squad over there. We got Derek Brooks at right outside linebacker. Should provide a little bit of speed and a little bit of pass coverage as well at that position if needed. We got Landon Roberts at middle linebacker, although he'll most likely sub in at outside linebacker for us and perform more of a pass rushing type role for us. Reggie Ragland, again, we put him on the team kind of just for a little bit of vanity, for a little bit of overall, but we're definitely not going to be running with 2 middle linebackers on this squad. And then Myjai Sanders, is that even his name? I've never heard of this guy before in my life, but he's going to be a scrub for us, but we'll take him for the overall. And then we got Brian Cook playing over the top here. I'm actually going to use him as my sub linebacker since he doesn't have any good coverage abilities, but he's got 94 overall, which is really nice. And then we got Daniel Sorensen playing out of position here. I moved him from free safety to strong safety, and he'll be my over the top guy on that side of the field here. Now we got Daron Harmon at cornerback, 88 overall, really solid player right here. Honestly, when he's chemmed up, he looks decent. Only 86 overall base, though. Not the fastest guy, but we needed cornerbacks desperately, so we will take him. We got Jaron Curse, the Freak. I love this card earlier in the year. Hopefully he still screams, and I'm assuming that some guys might not have great tackles, so he might be able to be a mismatch at that position. Merlin Olsen likely will only come in goal line formations for me, but we do have the big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, with inside stuff to plug up the run in the middle. And then Howie Long wrapping up the defensive line unit, a 90 overall right end, but he's actually a natural left end, but we're going to play him at right. We had to go ahead and use Tyrann Mathieu's AKA card as a cornerback. We're going to put him in the slot. He doesn't have great speed or coverage, but he should be decent enough to get the job done. And then the AKA Denzel Ward's going to be our primary defender here at cornerback. He's going to shut down the team's opposing best wide receiver. Now let's take a look at the abilities that we're going to be running on this defensive unit here. So I put Shutdown, X Factor on all 3 of my safeties. I like to do that on my regular MUT team. I'm going to do the same thing here. We also have Stonewall, which is the only ability that I could find for 1 AP. I had 1 AP left to spend, so I put it on Brian Cook, my user, so hopefully he'll block up the middle, and when he's coming down to play the run, he'll get that little bit of stoppage and prevent people from getting extra yardage. On Daniel Sorensen, we put Deep Out Zone KO for 2 AP, a solid ability that I like to run on my MUT team, so we're going to run it again in this Pack-N-Play tournament. Juan Thornhill also has Deep Out Zone KO for 2 AP, so another solid ability there. Pretty happy about the price and the abilities that were available for those 2 players. Danny Shelton gets inside stuff for 2 AP, so that's an important one when you're trying to stop the run up the middle. Deron Harmon, we put mid-zone KO on him. Honestly, I would love to play him in the slot with mid-zone KO, but I think we have to use Tyrann Mathieu there just because he doesn't have fantastic coverage stats. And then flat zone KO, we ended up putting on Denzel Ward for 3 AP. He got no good deep coverage abilities, but honestly, if we press a lot and if we play hard flats and our hard flats at 0, this ability could come in hard. So there you have it, guys. We were able to put together an 89 overall pack-and-play squad for this Vertex million coin pack-and-play challenge. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about the build of the roster on offense and defense. I'm pretty happy about the abilities that we were able to put in place. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me open up all those packs and put this roster together. So appreciate you guys all watching. Make sure you're on the lookout for all the other Vertex creators roster building videos. They should be all dropping today as well. And let me know in the comments how you think this team is going to stack up against the competition. Thanks for watching.